Welcome to
And
the
here we
Cat's Tail.
are.
Ah,
This is
it's
so
the
weird.
Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise.
Because yeah, honestly, I always wondered, like, man, I wonder if we'll ever get to enter the Cat's Tails place. And lo and behold, here we are. But anyways,
Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
what research project?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Sucrose explains everything to Margaret. Yeah, basically, to sum it really quickly
Genius
again.
Invocation TCG.
I ran
we
into
were just
their.
talking about that game.
Basically, I ran across the Timaeus' alchemy bench, and then it was like Sucrose and Timaeus talking about the package or whatever. And then Sucrose opens it up, and yeah, here we are.
You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers? Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
Met who?
You know, Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all, so I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite a nice touch.
What?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no
What?
choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow, another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shu Yen. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Oh no! Come on, Sucrose.
How can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It's amazing.
It was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So,
Interesting.
playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Oh.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know?
Oh boy. Excuse me, I know who she is.
Why
What?
is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I
I
can't help but
I
feel
guess I
happy to hear
understand how
this.
she feels. I'm not really too fond of alcohol myself, which is why I probably will never drink it. But
Anyway,
anyways,
I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shu Yan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
well, that was a quick turnaround of your attitude.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without
Actually, we
bringing
do
any
have some cards. Don't you have a practice deck we could try?
That's
We'll
right.
just go with that.
We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days. He still hasn't come back
Makes
to
me
claim
wonder.
them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose.
I've seen like how it looks like and how it works by the looks of it from like trailers.
Okay, yeah, I got
Actually,
them
wonder
here
if you
with me.
can just
You know,
main a character
just in
card,
case the customer
but
came looking
not
for them.
obviously that probably won't work because you need at least a
Not
deck.
because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Probably not.
Yep. So,
Oh,
are you
okay.
ready to start?
Not yeah. Now I'm ready.
Then let's begin.
Character cards and attack types.
Welcome to the
Whoa.
world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Select dealer guys your first
Let's
active
finish
character.
this swiftly.
You attack first. Oh, that's okay.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Confirm your roll results. Okay. Action phase. Your turn.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions.
Oh, weird. This feels like I'm playing Hearthstone or something. Kind of reminds me of Magic the Gathering, I think it's called.
That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count.
You attack first, round 2.
All right. Here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time
Whoa.
to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all.
Victory. Use your elemental burst too. Okay. I got it. Interesting.
All right, cool. Those
Okay.
are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an
All
adventure
right.
challenge designed specially
A
for
little
new
bit to take
players.
in, but I think I got it all down. Well, and since I'm
Genius
recording this anyways, I can always look
TCG
back
can
at
be
this.
played in duel mode,
Anyways.
where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
No, not at all.
You snuck in without making a sound.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card?
It's Diluc's character card.
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
That's Kaya. There's no doubt about it.
I was trying to give the opposite description.
But maybe you
I
shouldn't have
just
said
ended
eye
up giving it away.
patch.
Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
You up for a game
I
now?
was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Sure, I look forward to it.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard
Wait,
captain.
what? Oh, that line. I did hear
Kaya
somewhere.
will be all right. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun, but in order to play an official duel, You need to have 3 character cards.
3.
Remember, a
Yeah,
complete
I
deck
kinda
has
figured.
to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
30 actually. That's
Then-
good. Damn.
Let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
If you say so.
All right, let's duel.
Whoa. Starting hand, select cards to switch. Let's see, event card, support card, equipment card. Okay. Alright, I'll use it. Then I'll
Wait,
probably switch.
research. Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Alright, your opponent's turn. Your opponent declares the end of this round. Your turn. Can I even... Sure. Jesus. My turn? Is it still my turn?
Where did I go?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Do things. Yeah. Let's go.
Dodge this! Ah! This doesn't look good.
Alright. So yeah, I guess we got the basics down. At least I know what I'm doing.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult
somewhat.
trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the 2 standby characters onto the active character's body.
Ooh.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
It was a close call.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of Genius Invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides,
Interesting.
Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Agreed. It was a brilliant game.
Thank you.
I wonder where Fischl comes in,
Just
because
a
she's
little
on like
disappointed to
the
lose, that's all.
splash art or whatever for the
TCG
event
is
page
a
thing.
really fun game.
Good. Having fun is the main thing. If you ever
Oh,
want
yeah.
to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
All right.
Okay.
I think you should have all
So
the
I
basics
wonder,
down by now.
is there an
I need to
Amber
get back to
card I could
bartending.
get? If
Sheehan's
so, I
likely been
need
busy
it.
making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shuyan.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
Indeed.
That's right. The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now.
I didn't notice you play any matches, Paimon.
Paimon picked it up from watching you and
becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society,
What does
you
it
have to
entail?
pass the test.
What does it entail? Sealing a Samatrol within a deck of cards?
It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from what I could hear, you both performed at a rather high level.
Same way you can hear what Prince says.
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand.
Sounded kind of angry.
Traveler only needs to beat 2 more opponents to become an official TCG player. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within your ability. But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive their free gift. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
A casket
Oh.
of tomes.
Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside, right? So the casket of
Yeah.
tomes is actually real?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. Yeah, Timaeus. When I first ran into the Sucrose and Timaeus talking about the package or whatever, and like the alchemy area. Yeah, they were talking about like like the story behind TCG.
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a casket of tomes with them.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games? No. The real reason that it can sense other caskets is because it holds a nifty little mechanism invented by Sumeru scholars.
Sumeru scholars.
What a letdown.
Sounds like a convenient way of finding other TCG players.
Alright, now let's see this casket of tomes already!
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours. Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant she must beat in order to become an official TCG player, for it must be one of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Interesting.
Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation? Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
Whoa.
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's right, a purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail.
Can't be bad for business.
You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your caskets of tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while.
Show us in your cards. You can win this.
I'll do my best.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha! It's you!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our Casket of Tomes led us to you!
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now.
But it's time to duel.
I see you're serious about this. Very well. As a fellow TCG player, I cannot refuse an earnest invitation to duel. So be it. Then let the duel begin.
What the fuck? Adventure challenge. Alright. My deck start. Because what I have is what I have. I can't really do anything much about that. Coins, we got currencies
Gosh, I lost.
for that.
You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
Do it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt! Let's get back to the Cat's Tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
It's almost reminding me of Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly.
To become an official TCG player, but she has returned to the tavern more quickly than I had expected. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game immensely.
Oh my
Not just
god.
Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
Naturally.
Oh, fellow voyager of the Stellar Void.
I knew it.
I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But so be it. You who are enslaved by dueling desire, be released from your shackles into the glorious arena of gladiatorial combat. Step
Where is she?
forth, O brave
Is she in
challenger.
that room?
Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again, as the declining light of the day grows dimmer still.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be a little less impatient.
Paimon knows those voices.
Yep. Very familiar with
Your
them by this
opponent
point.
sounds anxious to begin. Do not delay. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy your Genius Invocation TCG duel.
This door can open.
It's Fischl and Oz!
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the master of cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Beurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across
Oh, the look on
3,000
their faces.
worlds.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true.
A duel between beginners.
Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh?
Oh
Either
boy.
Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player.
Indeed.
episode will be
The princess
interesting, I guess,
herself heeds
cutscene wise.
the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immonakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Yeah, official is definitely interesting, but I guess come to learn the truth of why she speaks the way she speaks and why she thinks the way she thinks and why Oz is kind of here translating everything is because of that event of the Golden Apple Archipelago where we learned everything.
I shall not lose, Oz. What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin of Ertelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the traveler's requiem?
Well, 'tis time to duel.
Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Interesting. Yeah, honestly, Official's a character I do kind of want to use, so that's why I'm trying to build her. And oh, let's see. Choose one summon on your side and grant it +1 usages.
Stand clear. This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Oh, dude, these voice lines, I swear. Your turn continues. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, bam. Actually, wait. Yes, okay, so there we go. And then I can use my burst.
This moment will be frozen in time.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Oh my god!
I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Oh my god. Your turn continues. Oh, yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared. Yeah. Yes, your skill. There we go.
This is just my...
Still, angry official is kind of scary. Don't hurt me, please.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot. And what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far.
Oh, let me
When I
guess,
got
they're
back,
both gonna duke it
I
out.
heard you were in the middle of your final duel. So I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won too as well!
Oh,
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature. As you embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
Wow!
Oh.
It's Fischl's character card!
I do not take advantage of the princess's
Tis
generosity.
a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel
Okay, now
is
she's
a
nice,
boon
but
of
still that
commensurate splendor
part-
due.
Where she's like, oh yes, like fling your beak at the traveler. I just cannot simply attack the
Excuse me,
traveler. I'm
ma'am.
like, oh my god.
I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of course.
Nothing would delight me more. I
Yep, I knew
hereby
it.
grant you permission to join me in performing the hallowed rite of genius invocation.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Hopefully an instant victory card.
The world has a card like that! It's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player! Let's go get our prize!
Okay.
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine, to my side. Heed my invocation!
But, main Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then
What the
I'll
world?
use chaotic entropy to invoke a large wind spirit that deals increased damage when it carries an element other
You
than
know,
Panamo.
funny thing is too, both Sucrose and Fischl here is actually both characters that my cousin would use, I believe, in his main party when he used to play this game. But unfortunately, he does not play the game anymore as of right now anyways. It's kind of sad too, because he was the one that actually introduced me to Genshin Impact. I will not mention his name for privacy reasons, but yeah. My cousin was the one who introduced me to this game, as well as one of my other friends too. What's
so
happening?
It was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations! You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community.
Yeah, oh boy.
Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official TCG player is really just the first step. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game.
Invitation board.
Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask me. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
I mean, it was pretty decently fun for me, that's for sure. Battlefield of dice, cats, and cards.
Wait, isn't that Tabby? What's she doing in the cat's tail? Tabby!
Ah, it's you two.
What are you doing here? Wait, and how did you get out of the Serena teapot? You can do that?
Of course I can. Ah, but this is your first time seeing me outside of the teapot realm, isn't it? Although the Adepti created teapot spirits primarily to manage and maintain their teapot realms, our movements are not restricted to those domains. For instance, there's Jade Seeker, who travels far and wide to gather the rarest treasures in the land. But it is true that I, in contrast, rarely leave the teapot realm at all.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Huh. Well, since you so rarely leave, what's the occasion today?
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liyue. No, in fact, I was sent here for a reason.
What reason is that?
And as it happens, it has something to do with the Traveler, too. Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel in the tavern has become a fun way to pass the time. There's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been sent here to create a little game room using the same Adeptus art as is used to construct teapot realms. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up on the offer.
Wow! This'll make things much easier! But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus arts, is she?
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the Cat's Tail. Besides, we obviously sought the owner's permission in advance. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size of the tavern while you're at it? Unfortunately, my mastery of Adeptus arts is not sufficient to achieve this.
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like something Margaret would say.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was expecting to have to wait until your next visit to the Teapot Realm to fill you in. Right then, let's get started. Okay, that should do it. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. I hope it serves you well. Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern wanted me to say this to you. Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.